Did I say I sit here quiet? What I meant was I act natural because I am all natural. He goes, okay, I like that answer. Okay, whatever works. Good morning. Hey, Google, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Listen, they should change the rule that you can instead of that you can't. They're trying too hard. Listen, they got pulled. All right, Bigo got pulled off of my app store. So I am like the guy that's in line. All right, I am always in order, proper, doing what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm supposed to be doing it. Bigo is going too fast, trying too hard. They got pulled from my app store. I had to download the APK to be able to use the app. That's on them. It's not because of this. If they let people vape, they get there be violations on the platform and they'd be approved in my app store. I'm a beta tester on with Google, like for a lot of apps. So I'm telling you, it's Bigo, it's not me. I got you. Thank you. Google gives me another chance. I give Google another chance. It's that simple. I'm that simple. Hmm. Jeez. Oh man. My music recs are out of this world right now. I need the drop by 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't hear it, I'm moving on. Ooh, that hurts. EDM, electronic dance music. I have to say, I'm proud of Bigo. I am seeing more appropriately curated content in my feed, and I'm thankful for that. Okay. Instead of tanking this entire, subset of music that's being recommended to me, let me see if I can find something more appropriate. So I remember when I said that if we're personally associated, we can't be professionally associated. I lied. We can't. It's fine. This is home, and you know what? That's just the way it is. So instead of trying to pretend to be a professional, I'm just going to be one because a real professional doesn't draw those lines. You draw those boundaries, but you don't draw those lines. So I don't. I'm talking through here. I'm not breaking that connection. I refuse. I'm not defining anybody except people who aren't doing their job. I know I'm tempting. I know. But I promise it's easy to say no once you get to know me. This guy is obsessed. I'll leave it go for now. Talking about somebody's boyfriend on here. Just ignore me. And it's pretty harsh, isn't it? Okay. Hey, I definitely need to shave the beard based on that comment. Working on it, one day at a time. At least I got this shaped up, got rid of all the extra. Next, I gotta take the whole thing off because, obvious reasons. Super uncomfortable about it. Not even kidding you. I believe in the American way. I do. First and foremost. The world is bigger than us, but we're pretty important. And I have a lot of good people that I've met here who don't understand how important they are and often mistake me as someone more important than they, and I'm not. And that I'm telling them, I'm being honest. I mean, that's my opinion. If you find me more important, we definitely need to have a talk. You'll change your mind real quick. It's a look. Okay, it's probably the shirt. It's the color. It's the smile. After that, I'm basic. for the hearts. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the shares. Thank you for you. Thank you for being here with me. Lawrence, the band. Anyone? Anyone? I like their band. I do. It cracks me up when people give them such issues. They're fantastic. They're a little open, a little more open than most. That's their culture. That's how they live. Nothing wrong with how they live, in my opinion. In this beautiful free country we have, more power to them, in my opinion. And to me, their music is fantastic. Love their music. Oh, I have been posting. I've been starting to put posts up um, through AI. So I'm like using AI to like write transcripts and then have them, auditorily automated so that I could like post without having to be putting my face all over the screen all the time. I don't know if you like that stuff or not, but I'm playing with it, testing it out. Video radio. I'll tell you what. I don't get near as much of an audience when don't put my face on screen. I really don't. I think it's mostly that I don't have much to talk about right now, right? Like on a personal level, and I don't really have a topic, and I don't really like having to pick topics. I don't have something like I don't have things. I don't have a whole lot of stuff that I can talk about. I really don't. Like most of my life is stuff that's not necessarily meant for the screen in reference to like privacy. You know what I'm saying? So like in respect to my own privacy, I don't talk a whole lot about my life or like what I have going on. But when I put my face on screen, people like seeing my face, so I put my face on screen. And that seems to be enough to pull in an audience. And from there, when people decide to open up conversation, then we start talking about stuff. Now in the past, people used to talk about themselves and what they have going on. And I'm hoping that people can start feeling more comfortable with me on that level to be doing that again. Oh, well, thank you. Giving that one up is tough, but I got it. Thank you. I did. I put on 4 different platforms. I audio recorded myself speaking the transcript that was written for me by AI. I don't know how anyone feels about it, but it was a test. I don't necessarily have like an upcoming podcast series about what I posted, but I wanted to test it out, try it out, see if people liked it. So we'll see how everyone feels. No, it's not cold where I'm at. Not for me anyway. Yeah, that's the thing is like with the Bible, I feel like it's not fair for me to be like I was taught to pray in secret. And so for me, I kind of, I stay between me and the very close knit believer community in person when it comes to the Bible. But as far as worldwide issues, that's up to y'all. If you bring something up and you want my opinion, I'd be interested in discussing news and entertainment. I can't really talk too much on entertainment, but when it comes to world affairs and like world issues and the news, I talk about that. I got no issues talking on any of what's going on in you know in that perspective. I'm in a tough place where I have to leave most of my past behind, and it's not easy, but I'm working on it, and I'm getting the proper support where necessary. In reference to what we talked about before, excuse me on my diversion. How do I feel about Trump being reelected? Define feeling. How, how do I feel about that situation? Oh man, uh, that's a tough one. You gotta give me a minute to think on that. You're gonna think I'm silly, but I'm trying to get my music on cue with the conversation. So like I feel a song and then I'll answer. How you know what? Yeah, give me a moment. Let me put it to you this way. I don't know how to. I don't even know. Does that answer your question? Give me a moment. Let me get comfortable. Let me lay back a little bit, get comfortable. Well, how do I feel about Donald Trump being reelected? I feel that Donald Trump being reelected is the most controversial decision the American people have made in all of American history since George Washington, or excuse me, yeah, since George Washington being elected as the first president. So, for anyone that doesn't know, I don't know what you don't know about history, about American history. Now, be ready because I'm about to talk on true American history as opposed to opinionated American history, how it really happened. Something we don't talk about too often is the fact that the American people were very torn about electing a first president, especially a military general. And if that doesn't sum it up, just ask. I like history a lot. True history. I like real history. I do. I like to know how things really happened. I like to be there myself in the most ethical way possible. In reference to researching history and then getting the truth. And I don't have any interest in doing anything with the truth other than learning. I like to learn. History in schools. Listen, they teach in schools in America the version of American history that is preferred to be taught for the children of American public schools. You get what you pay for. When you decide that you want an education based on tax dollars, you're going to be taught the education that puts you in a place where you have to do the research yourself to learn more. So what they talk about in schools did really happen. And it did happen the way they say it happened. You simply have to do your own research to learn the full story. You want something free, you get the free version. Okay. Well, it says that you're from Canada, then you're part of that. You're part of us, North America. Okay. Ask and ye shall receive. You have to find a more effective way to ask if you're going to ask me. You're in Florida. Cool. How do you feel about Donald Trump being reelected as president of our country? Okay. I mean, insult delivered, insult received. Listen, when you have the truth, you protect it. These countries that are willing to just tell you whatever you want, they don't care about you as much as we do. And that's the truth. They don't. When you're an American, when you're a North American, and you're in our country, you come first to us every time. You're not right. You're not accurate. That is an untrue statement. I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, he has already made America great, and he's going to make it greater. And we, as the American people, are going to have to endure his presidency because he is a tough president to have. He's like when you got a principal or you have a person running a college that just they're tough, and sometimes they're just tough, and that's how it is. Better than not having one at all. We had to choose between someone that almost knows what they're doing and someone that already knows what they're doing. We chose to elect someone that we must educate. And that was our choice as the American people, to educate someone and to invite them further into what it means to, learning what it means to be an American. He's a man seeking an education through the humility of seeking the presidency and establishing himself as, our next American president. And that's what this is really all about. Him, Donald Trump, learning how to be more American. That's what we're doing for him. I agree. Yes, you're right. That does say a lot about our people, about what a good people we are. Thank you. Now that's the thing, is we live in a free country. We don't do tyranny. We are a country that has the ability. We are so powerful and strong as a country, we have the ability to elect a man such as Donald Trump as president and remain in power as the people. That's your opinion. You're welcome to your opinion. That's not the American opinion, but you're welcome to your opinion. I can say that that's not an American opinion because America is not a censored country. We are America. We have our freedoms and our liberties. And thus, as you are entitled to your opinion, I am entitled to my opinion. My opinion being that your opinion is invalid is my opinion. Your opinion that my opinion is invalid is your opinion. We are both blessed to be able to have our opinions about one another and our opinions. No, I may, as you may. We both have. I won't silence you, and my request is that you refute from silencing me unless you feel that you are in such a position that you must that strongly attempt to silence me. Your attempt to censor me is your right, and that is American. My ability to refute your silencing is my freedom and my right as an American. Yes, we do. If you were American, you would know. Excuse me, I was speaking on the earlier comment of saying, the anti-American rhetoric. Thank you. No, no, not you. Thank you for assisting me in clarifying. I apologize. There was a day where I could handle 189 people in a broadcast and be able to talk my way through it without anyone feeling like they'd been sidelined. I hear you. I appreciate your opinion. I do. Good morning. Today, I don't know what today brings yet. I don't know. I'm going to keep to my routine, take it nice and slow. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for following me. Thank you also for unlocking my Gemini. My name is James, also known as Steb. Steb. That is my family name. Please do not dishonor my family name. You may call me James, like James of the Bible, just much less venerable. Personal opinion. Decent. How are you? Nice to meet you too. Where are you? I'm in America. Galantis and Dolly Parton. This ought to be interesting. Making my best efforts to remain open. Welcome from America. Please visit should you find the time. As do we, you. I don't have much to say in this moment. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm flattered by your presence. I'm thankful you're here. All is blessed. Thank you. I don't know what I like to do yet. This is my first chance at my own life, and I'm still getting used to it. I haven't. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Your presence is my present. You may do as you choose. Boom, boom, boom. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime. Ooh, I don't remember the words. I'm doing my best to remember. Oh, the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells, jingle time. It's in the present in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time! It's the right time. Rock the night away. Bell time is a swell time. Let's go right. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm over here. I'm thinking I'm gonna be reading the lyrics and everything. It ain't going so well. I'm just gonna sit here quiet. Excuse me. Frosty air. Thank you. I am doing something with it.
It's nice out here. The weather today is absolutely beautiful. So it's nice and warm, but the heat isn't overpowering, and we still have a side of the street that has shade, which is nice. Hello. Welcome on. As you're coming in, say hi. I go by many names. Okay, I go by a few. No, you know what? Nowadays I just go by one. James. You can call me James. It's the name my parents gave me. It's the name I'm proud of. And that's that. Yeah, you caught me. I'm trying to find somebody. Not what you might think. I promised him a phone, and I have one now that I can give him. So I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled for anything that might remind me of him. And wherever he's at, I told him I'd give him a phone when I had an extra. So, see if I see him. If I don't see him today, I'll see him another day. But I'm hoping I see him before Monday, because I promised, said, well, I'm going to see about giving it away. I don't want to make the guy wait, but he makes it pretty hard to find him. He's the type of person that you only find him if he wants to be found. So, we'll see. And a word of advice. Keeping it out of the lungs is how you keep it out of the body. My spit might be a little gross, but believe it or not, less people get sick when you don't swallow it. Because then you don't end up sick. It spreads germs, but not when it's going down a sewer drain. Now, here's my challenge to him, because I know one of his people are watching this broadcast. Let's see if he can find me before I get my stuff and get back to the house. That way I can give him that phone. What's up? How are you? I'm good. I'm doing wonderful. Excuse me. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate you. You want a boyfriend for your best friend? Well, I'll tell you what, there's plenty of eligible bachelors here in Hollywood. I could name a few, and then I could pick out a few right off the street as I'm walking. All you got to do is say the word.
Welcome to the People with Whiskey podcast.
Oh, not me. You don't want me. Definitely don't want me. As they say, fool around and find out. Well, I'm a handful for myself, let alone anyone else. Oh, look, it's Netflix. Netflix, it's the whole idea is to look. That's literally the whole premise of the business. Oh, I know how that is. I can't tell you how many of my friends are trying to get me hooked up. And I'll tell you what, they say, oh, how about this beautiful women? I say, how about business? You're trying to get me into your business. You want me in your business? Just ask. You don't got to throw women at me. Trust me. As I said, it's a full-time job to take care of myself, let alone another person. So. Oh, what on earth? I was wondering.
You're so fully screwed up.
Oh, did I pick a day? You know what? It's either my acting days are over or they're just beginning. And I'm pretty sure they're just beginning. I like the wood. Nice touch. Thanks for the follows. Oh, okay. Oh man. At least they're just setting up. You're here for fun, yeah, me too. Thanks for the hearts. Almost there. Hello. Where to? Up the road. I got about half a block. It's a secret. It's totally a secret. Because everything nowadays happens to be a secret. Don't ask me why. I honestly don't know. It ain't none of my business. So I just stay out of it. Oh, excuse me. pretty good. You know, just getting by one day at a time. Do what I got to do. Today is nothing more than picking up and then going back and resting until. And I thank God that my life is this easy right now. Because, oh man, is it going to be busy in the future? I'm going to be a busy, busy man. So for right now, I'm enjoying the peace and quiet that I got. And to me, this is peace and quiet. So no complaints whatsoever. Can you ask me a camera question? Yeah, absolutely. As long as it's a camera question. I like to be prepared for my questions, usually. Sometimes I'm walking and don't see how I'm holding the camera. How do I do it? I just got a selfie stick. I have like a little tripod that turns into a selfie stick. Now I get your question. Sorry. It's just a lot of practice. You know, I've been doing this a really long time. So with practice, you get better at it. Okay. Well, I am going to reconnect with you in a minute or two. Or you know what? I think, oh my gosh, we're good. Go figure. All right. And I want to change this up. That's more like it. Yeah, I'm only going to be like 2 minutes, not even. Wait, 2 minutes. All right. Excuse me. Okay. And we're good. I don't worry too much nowadays of the looks of things, you know? I mean, for me, I'm not too embarrassed to go out in PJs. It's not that bad. In the future, you know, I'll dress up a little bit more, but for now, I'm just taking my time and relaxing as much as possible. Mm-mm. When I am on Ovation property, my photos are strictly property of the Ovation territory of the property here. So if you want to take my picture when I'm in Ovation, just remember you'll end up owing them. I don't have any affiliation with them, but it's their private property. So, you know, no matter whose picture you take on their property, that photo becomes their property in some way, shape, or form, should they decide. So, especially considering I live here, yeah, definitely make sure that if you're going to take my picture, you got the money to pay for it. You don't got to pay me, but you may end up having to pay them. Now, next order of business is to make it all the way back home without dropping my package. Because I'll tell you what, I get so distracted I could drop it and not even realize I dropped it. So don't let me, if you hear something thud in the background after I get away from this construction, let me know. You just be like, hey bro, you dropped your package. I'll be like, all right. Because I may. There's a stark possibility. Now I know I missed a comment here. Am I losing my mind? I didn't think I lost it yet. I thought I had a little more time, but no. I'm joking.
That's like a huge part of my content.
Captain America, where? I didn't see him. I really didn't. I'm not even kidding. I didn't see him.
That's right. Before it got all ripped up. Yep. No, I hate him, but still.
Today is totally a tourist day. It's fantastic. If you guys have any idea how much work I've had to put in to be out on a tourist day, it's really cool to be out and about, you know, when it's like a day for people that aren't from here. And I like it. I'm glad that we have a lot of people visiting today. Makes me happy, you know? Yeah, they do. Everyone does sound very happy. I agree. Am I in the business? Oh my gosh! You realize I live in Hollywood. What business? What business are we referring to? The entertainment business? Because I mean, technically, I'm live streaming, so I would say that I'm in the entertainment business. Stay positive. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. If I wasn't so self-absorbed and obsessed with getting myself on the screen, I probably would be an agent. But honestly, I kid you not, I'm to the point where I don't follow anybody on my socials, and the only stuff I see when I open my media is my own face. And that might change in the future if I make friends in the industry that I feel comfortable with following. But like as of right now, I feel so much pressure to follow people and be paying attention to their content. And I just had to take some space for myself for a little while, you know? And my friends know that I do that too. They don't get upset. I just, you know, I don't get to stay in the cool clique when I take time to myself. But I'm one of the few people that gets the blessing of being able to take time away if I have to. But that doesn't come without, you know, putting out as much as I could. So, you know, if you're not putting out 24/7, you don't really get that privilege. But when you do, you get that privilege. So, me start getting connected. A small acting class. Yeah, I'll probably do that pretty soon. Wow. All right. Thanks for the follows. What would be my dream job? I would love to be... I mean, honestly, I'm living my dream life. I really am living my dream life. Like I can't think of a single thing that I would change. like I'm in process of like what I'm doing right now. Excuse me. But you know, it's like kind of just staying on track where I'm at in my life and continuing forward is the only thing I would change. Is you know, everybody wants what they want now, and I'm the same way. So you know, if I could just get what I want faster, I think that's the only thing that I would change without having to deal with any consequences, which obviously is also something we all hope for. But most of the time, it's just not the way life works, you know? Thanks for the follows. So it's known that I still stress myself out too much, but I think pretty soon I won't have to worry about stressing myself out as much, which is good. Thank you, I am. And thank you to everyone who is interacting in the chat and having conversation with me. I appreciate you. You're doing a wonderful job of making sure I talk about things I should and, you know, keep them from going off topic. Delightful. Well, thank you. As are you.
Everyone wants to see you in the bus. They'll be there.
Pick and choose your moments to connect and don't want to overwhelm. You're not overwhelming me whatsoever. I'm thankful when you do connect. You know, as long as the boundaries stay clear where we understand that it's online, you know, that's what hurts me is when I see people that care about me that are online that get attached to a level that I can't provide. And then I feel bad, but you know, I don't want to see a hurt. There's no reason for it. But I thank you for being so connected with me when we're on here. I know I'm a little bit of a sap, a little bit, you know, I'm slightly emotional. But that just comes with listening to Dolly Parton. So I'm going to go ahead and just, before I get too emotional. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, if I drop this phone and it doesn't work, I'll be okay. And that's how I know I've improved. You know, there was a time when I really genuinely couldn't survive without my phone. And now I'm able to. Life is good. Doesn't mean I want to go without my phone, but, you know, life is good.
Like I told you multiple times.
Rhinestone Cowboy. That's a good song. I was just listening to that song earlier today. Thanks for the follows. I'll tell you something I learned about the past. I like the past, but I don't want to live in the past. And I'm thankful for the experiences I've had, and I'm excited for the future. And I don't mind living it. It's rather comforting, honestly. Personal opinion. All right. Thanks for stopping in. I will see you when I see you. I took a night today. I decided I would, go out and relax a little while. And you know what? I'm thinking, like, can I just lay down? Because I could just lay down in the park. That would actually be pretty nice. Give me a second here. I have a really good idea. I'm just going to lay down in the grass and relax for a little while. Where can I do this that's like the least amount weird? I'm trying to think where I could take a nap in the park here in the grass, but it ain't like super weird for me to do. Nowhere, because anywhere I lay down, I'm going to get covered in dirt. So I guess we're just going to ixnay the nap say. I thought about it for a second, and then I'm like, I don't have like anything to put down, so it's not going to do it. But I got really excited. I'm like, nice nap, good. Then obviously, common sense said it. Play Spotify music. Okay. Peace and quiet for a while, I guess. Fine. Screw it. There's always somebody somewhere doing something they shouldn't be doing. And I gotta look like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. Super annoying. Okay. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, I came up here hoping I would, see somebody I knew or know, but I don't see anybody that I know. So I'm gonna go for a walk. Okay. Well, I enjoyed my time. I think I hung out here for like 5 minutes. Plenty for me. What I wanted to do was just get out for a walk because I haven't been, I've been indoors. So this was nice. And I was a little more physically capable than I expected. So that's good. Man, that sun is bright. It's good though. I can't really talk to you as when I'm crossing the street. So just give me a minute. Okay, now we're good. Thanks for the hearts, thanks for the follows, thanks for the shares, and thanks for the good company. Oh, I think it was the end of the playlist. That's why the music stopped. All right. I secede. I submit. I'm here thinking that the music stopped because of a disconnect on the phone. It's because I hit the end of my playlist. I was getting mad, but now I'm not mad. Here's the real question. What headphone brand do I choose next? I don't know. I don't know. By the way, if you'll message me, I would thank you for that. As everybody knows, every now and again, I need time to myself, and when I can't get it, I start blocking people. And I know that's like super annoying, and I want to say sorry. So I'm sorry. It's a personal thing, okay? Like, I get in my own head, and I freeze up, and then I'm like, all right, I need to get everybody out of my head just to be able to focus. And so that's what I do. When I have to, I block people. And I'm sorry, it's super uncool. I know it's like super uncool, but I don't really know what else to do, you know? Because I have a really hard time saying no sometimes. So when I feel like I'm having a hard time saying no to somebody, sometimes I'll just ignore their messages. And if they keep messaging me, then I'll block them. And it's like super not cool. And I'm really working on it. And I'm sorry. So as long as you're willing to put up with me being that way sometimes, I appreciate you. I got my own problems, you know. I got a therapist. I got a psychiatrist. I got all the good stuff I'm supposed to have. And, you know, I'm working on it. So if I ever block you, don't get mad at me. Don't do your best not to take it personal. I'm sorry ahead of time. It's like I said, sometimes it's like, sometimes I deal with people that have trouble taking no for an answer. And like, I really got to push for them to take no for an answer. And it's not that I don't want them in my environment or my life, because I do. I ebb and flow sometimes. And sometimes I have days where I really need to be alone. And when they don't let me be alone, you know, I get upset. So instead of freaking out on the internet, I'll just hit the block button. But now I'm trying to do better with that, where I don't have anybody running my social media. I don't. And the amount of people that I get on my social media is a lot. And compared to a lot of people that may not care as much, and it's easier for them to just ignore people, you know, I don't like ignoring people. So sometimes we'll have those days where I need space, but, you know, that phase for me right now is over, and I'm hoping I don't feel that way again anytime soon. But you're welcome in my broadcast, you're welcome in my life, you're welcome in my messages, and you're welcome in my text messages. Just know that if I don't know who's messaging me, then I either won't answer, or you might scare me and I might end up blocking. So, you know, in that way, that's not really me rejecting you. It's really just me not knowing who it is that's messaging me. And sometimes I get a little freaked out. So, you know, if I already recognize you, I recognize you. But if I look at your phone number, I don't know whose phone number it is, and I have somebody like getting mad at me in text messages and I don't recognize your number, it freaks me out a little bit. You know, I'm like, is this somebody who I disagreed with in the past, or is this somebody I know? You know what I'm saying? And so if I know, I won't block them, but if I don't know who it is, I might block them, at least until I figure out who it is. So I have the service on my phone that shows who's texting me and who's calling me. And if I have somebody reaching out to me and their phone number doesn't show, you know, their first and last name, and they're saying something negative, I don't know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I can't do it. So I got a lot of people in my life that don't really want to be identified, and I'm comfortable with that, and I'm comfortable with their way of life. But I am a rather identifiable person, and I deal with a lot of people who are identifiable. And based on what's going on in my day, I'll sometimes have people that, you know, are really just pushing the envelope with me, where, you know, they know that I'm dealing with stuff that's on the books, and they're trying to talk to me off book. I'm just not about it. You know what I'm saying? So don't mistake my being scrupulous with my messages for like naivete, because it's more so like if I'm dealing with somebody, yeah, whether I like them or not, I'm going to try to do what I could to look out for them. And sometimes that means like helping them take a little space from me if I have to. But that's just not something I like doing. You know, it's a lot of drama when I have to block people. And so anything you could do to help me not be in a position to have to block you would be fantastic. Thank you. So on both ends, I'm sorry, and please be kind. Thank you. I don't have my tripod on me right now, so I'm doing my best to keep you at eye level. I know sometimes I'm like this, and I'm like looking down on you, but I don't mean to be doing that to you. I was really hoping. Oh, you know what? Nah, I can wait another day. I can wait another day. What? Didn't see a thing. Not a darn thing. I just wish they had this thing set up already. Man, I'll tell you. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I think I'll do? Maybe I'll go relax for a little. Nah. It's weird because I don't have a need to be out here right now, you know? Other than wishing that they had this, this thing set up already. Because I'd love to get some photos of it, but, they're not ready yet today. So, oh well. I wish I at least knew what it was for. Maybe I'd try to hang out here for a little while, but they look like they're not even ready. You know what I'm thinking? They might not be doing anything till tomorrow. For how long it's taken them to set it up, I can't imagine that they're doing it today. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna go home. I'll be home for dinner anyway.
I'm at 1,000 right now. I'm at 1,000 right now.
Okay. So where's everybody from? I'm coming to you from Hollywood, California. Welcome to the sidewalk. Okay. I kind of want to get some Starbucks, but I'm like really fighting myself here. I get Starbucks another day. Suspicious smoking violation. Uh-oh. We found some people. Who we find? Looks like we found number one, none of our business. That's what we found. Absolutely number one, none of our business. Might want to take it down a notch, you know what I'm saying? Personal opinion, I suppose. But anyway. Yeah, it's about to get really weird. Alright. Hope you guys are ready for this live stream. What stars are there? 300? More than 300. 400? 500? I don't know. There's a lot of them. I'm cheesing. I don't know how many. I honestly never thought about counting the stars. I feel like if I actually went through and counted all the stars, I'd be wasting my time, considering I could just Google it. I mean, it could be fun to count the stars, but if I did it, people would be like, why didn't you just Google it? No, whatever. Well, looks like I'm lone wolfing it today. That's fine. Well, you can't say I didn't try. Definitely tried. It does amaze me though, how after everything I went through since I moved here, that people actually think I'm gonna just walk up and start spending my money. Like, we had this conversation. Remember? I remember. I'll spend my money when I'm good and ready. And I am not good and ready. Well, I'm kind of good, but I'm not ready. Whoa. Spam chat. Ooh. Oh, where'd you go? I was going to add you to the broadcast. I'm bored out here. I don't have anybody to talk to. My buddy ditched me. I was expecting him to show up and he wasn't there. He was supposed to be there on time. He's too busy trying to protect me somewhere else instead of just treating me like the adult I am and hanging out. I'm 30 freaking years old. He's treating me like I'm 12. Oh, drives me nuts, man. Drives me nuts. They're like, oh, you can't handle it. And I'm like, maybe I couldn't handle it 50 years ago, but I can handle it now. If I couldn't handle it, I probably wouldn't be here. I don't think I'd have lasted this long if I couldn't. Hello. Let's see. Nope. Well, other buddy is nowhere to be found. That's fine. I think it's just definitely a paranoid Saturday. Definitely. Very unfortunate. But, you know, it amazes me. Like, it's the weekend. You think they'd be out and about, but I don't know. Makes me think they got something to hide. That's really what I'm starting to think. I'm not kidding you. I never thought I'd be the one saying that. If they feel guilty over however things went first while, I ain't worried about it. It's over. I just thought I'd hang out, but I just have to trust that I'm going to end up making better friends, making friends that'll actually show up. That's fine. We'll see what happens. Thanks for the follows. What I could tell you is they're more likely watching the broadcast. They're supposed to be hanging out with me, and they're watching the broadcast instead. But I guess I made my choice, didn't I? Oh, I'm already home. Thank you. I'm already home. All right. So explain this to me. On the phone, Metro, one moment. Over the phone, you know what? Let me go and ask this guy. Let me talk to him instead of screwing myself. Let me actually talk to him before I end up saying it on live. Give me a minute. I'm doing good. Give me one moment. Okay. Now that that's over. So here's the deal. Over the phone, they swapped my device for free. In the store, they want to charge me $25. Excuse me, $28 after tax. So I need to find a way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy a SIM card. And after I buy a SIM card, I'll just swap it out. And I might just be able to do that in the store. I'm not doing it in this store because this guy's going to try charging me $25 for a SIM card. So I'm just going to go somewhere else. And that's the thing, is the service is working awesome. I mean, literally, I've used over 250 gigabytes, and I have not been slowed down. It's fantastic. And no matter what, they're not slowing my service because of the service I'm bringing in for them. But, the problem is when I go into a store, they want this and this and this and this and that. And I've elevated beyond that. And so I'm thankful for what they've done for me. And I've left my due diligence with the people that have helped me out to get my service running. But now they're asking for extra. And I don't feel comfortable giving them extra at this point, because working with them to begin with was already extra. But to each their own, I suppose. So for me, whereas in the past I might have been a little disrespectful and the price goes up. Screw that, price is going down. To work with me, the price goes down because I have somewhere safe to live. I have food in my belly every day. I got proper service on my phone, and I'm satisfied. So anything you guys need, you just let me know. Just find a way to get the information to me in a way that I'm going to accept. You know, you guys know that I could be a little jittery sometimes, so just come to me in a way that I'm not jumping around, and I might just do it for you. And that goes out to anybody that, you know, I could work with. Right now, I'm kind of on a pretty tight leash, admittedly. But that doesn't mean that I can't find a workaround here and there. Just to give you an example, Bigo is no longer accessible in our region. It's been banned from America. Well, you can still download it through the APK. And so I did. Same goes with business. If you could find a legal way to work it out with me, we'll get it done. I need to go, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, man.
I'm not gonna do a live and not say anything, you know. I'm doing a check-in here. I want everybody to know that I'm okay. You know that I'm alive and I'm breathing. Hello. And I want to say this so that I have it on recording. So today I was out and about walking, right? And there was a homeless guy that almost got hit by a car. I ran out in front of the car and put my hand up for the car to stop. It was totally instinctual. I don't know how it worked that the guy stopped. But the guy stopped. And I'm alive. And I'm crying inside. But I'm alive. And so is he. It's a homeless man that I see all the time on the street. I see him like almost every day. And I just saw he wasn't paying attention when he was crossing. He actually wasn't paying attention, and he didn't see the car coming. So I jumped out in front, and he's alive. Twice. Last time I didn't say anything. I figured this time I might as well say something. So that happened. Some people say, you know, like all these people warning me, say this, don't say that, whatever it might be. I'm gonna say, you know, because it happened, and I don't have anybody to talk to right now, and I'm not calling 211. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna check in with my people who have been here with me for like a decade, and let you know that I'm alive and I'm okay and I'm safe and I'm thankful to be alive. These are my people, although this may not be where I come from. And I love this community. I do. And I love you too. And I want you to know that I'm never going to have to choose between you and us. As long as I can help it, I will never have to choose between you or me or us. We're all in this together. Thank you for the hearts. You interacting means the world to me. You have no idea how much it means to me to be acknowledged right now. It really does, because like I do so much for so many people that they don't even know about. You know, like for real, they have no idea. And it's one thing when like people know, but they just don't say anything. There's like a lot of stuff that I do for a lot of people that they never are gonna know about, and just to get acknowledgement for something that I've done that was good feels good. You know, something that people would never find out about otherwise. It feels really good. So thank you. And please, if anybody has the ability, there's some people in the community who already know who it was that almost got hit by a car. If there's any way you can help him find a safer place to live and not just keep putting him through the system, that would be fantastic, because he is one of the kindest people I have ever met on the street in my life. And I'm telling you the truth. And I never really met him. I've just observed as I passed him by, and I passed by him so many times that, you know, he left an impression. And as for the kid that almost hit him, the cracks on your windshield speak volumes. Please be careful next time, because that could have been me. And I feel like it probably would have damaged your car pretty bad. So, you know, stay well. I'm not into this. Thank you. Yeah, I can be like a child sometimes. You know, like I really do need the acknowledgement. If I didn't need that bad, I wouldn't be begging for it. But I do. I am that ignored, and it's tough to, you know, like I try to keep myself put together, and people are like, you don't need it. You don't need it. Everybody needs acknowledgement. We all deserve and need acknowledgement. That's my opinion. Listen, if somebody can do this for me, they can do it for him too. That's the truth. However, whatever the situation is, what it is, but I'm entitled. I'm an American. I can give my opinion, and that's my opinion. And I don't feel that I should be punished for my opinion. I really don't. I don't think that's fair or appropriate. That's how I feel. So how was your night? What do you have going on? I miss everybody. I do. I've unblocked everyone, including the haters. Everyone is unblocked. If I deserve this platform, I will get to keep this platform. If I do not deserve this platform, hopefully I still get to keep it anyway. But I will tell you that the lack of hearts and the lack of comments in my mind says that I might be boring you, and I really don't want to bore you. And I also only have like 5 or 10 minutes before I have to get off of live stream. I don't think I have enough 10 minutes left. When my alarm goes off, I have to shut down the live stream because it's noise ordinance for 10 p.m. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry for blocking you to begin with. You got to understand, I'm in a situation where I'm dealing with, stuff I have going on inside. When I say it's never you, I mean any of you. It is never any of your fault. That's how I really feel. Okay? And I have to struggle with my own interpersonal issues that I have going on. And it's not on you whatsoever. So anytime that I take things personal, or anytime that you take things personal, I really hope we can work it out. I really hope we are able to. Thank you. Yeah, it really wasn't you. It's like, just to help you understand my mentality, I have so many people in one day that I talk to, and then sometimes when certain people could make me feel that I'm overwhelmed, then I sometimes just like shut down and disassociate, right? Like I don't dissociate, thankfully, but sometimes I do disassociate and I isolate, and then I get over that, usually. And that's what I'm working on. Is I'm really fighting to destroy this interior attitude of isolation, the isolationism that I experience, while also not being overly social either. Like going out on the street and stuff. I'll go and I'm going to pick up a package from Amazon, or I'm going to Target, or I'm going to hang out with friends. And I make sure that when I go out, I have something in mind to do, that I'm not just out and about with the capability of getting in trouble. And same thing is when I'm here at home. I have neighbors, and I don't know who my neighbors are yet, and they don't know me. And so in order to keep myself from getting myself in trouble with anybody who might be trouble that I don't know, I don't know who is and who is in trouble, if there is anyone. And I certainly don't want to get anyone in trouble, if they're not versed in the internet, that they get involved with the internet. So I try to be very careful about how I do what I do, but I also make sure to check in and spend my time with you so that I'm not just isolating. And I also, I come out here to do sometimes so that I'm actually getting some fresh air. And I harbor off into a corner and mind my own business, and I don't get anyone else involved, and that's so I mind my P's and Q's so that I'm able to do it. And it's a part. Y'all are a part of my life. You've been a part of my support system and my interpersonal structure for almost a decade. And your choice to be, excuse me, your choice to be as committed to me as you've been is like one of the primary reasons why I've been able to continue doing what I do. Is thanks to you, I'm able to continue to maintain my platform and not have it taken away from me. So I'm very thankful. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're coming for apologies or if you don't do apologies, but hopefully the unblock, for those of you that don't do apologies, is an apology.
appreciate you. See, I'm in this precarious situation where it's like I have to solidify my name before I'm ever able to change my name properly. You know? So like that's just the situation that I'm in. And this is just me begging for more whatever it takes, you know, to get there. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm really not, you know, because it's the situation I'm in. Some people don't appreciate that attitude, but the reality is, for some of us, that's what it takes. You know, I put in the hard work and I ask for help when I have to. And I try to, I should say. Sometimes it's really hard for me to ask for help. I know. I remember you. I remember you from all the way back then. Thank you. I haven't forgotten you. You are one of the people whose usernames I have never forgotten. I don't know why. There's just certain people that I can't forget. There's days where I'll have usernames going through my head of people that I remember from forever ago. So I like living in the present. I like staying in the present. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. I haven't. And trust me when I tell you, a block is never permanent. Not with me. That is one thing I think everyone can count on. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Time is up for me. I have to go to bed. But everyone have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon.